Hey everyone, thank you again for tuning in. This is Dennis, of course. Really happy. If you liked part one, maybe you'll like part two even a little better. Got some nice special little video at the end, which I'm sure anyone that likes the smaller, beautiful creatures that also share this world with us will enjoy for sure. So we're going to get right to this. It's going to be a pretty lengthy video, I think. There's going to be some video, there's going to be some pictures, some stills, and we'll combine it all. And this is Sunday now. Part one was Saturday, so I spent a big long weekend, and this next weekend coming up should be just as good. So that's the northern catbird. We've seen the northern catbird before in stills. I had an opportunity in the woods to going down into the marsh to take a little video. It's nice just to see the little more live action, bring the world a little bit more alive. Let me know what you think about that. I never get tired of the catbirds, that's for sure. They chirp, they at you quite a bit. They had a good year raising young. Seen a lot of catbirds in the woods, for sure. Then we make our way. This is, some of the fly catchers here. Not sure if it's the willow or the eastern phoebe. I'm really not sure. I get them so confused sometimes. Not the phoebe. When I get a real good look at an eastern phoebe, I believe that is an eastern phoebe. I believe for sure. Somebody can point me out wrong if I'm wrong on that. And then again, another of them in the thicket. So fly catchers are plentiful, plenty of flies, as you will see later, for them to get, though I don't think they've been getting the flies that I want them to get. That's for sure. We wanted to catch the bobolinks. I know it's a bad shot in the grass, but they're molting now. The males have totally lost most of their black. They're molting into their color. They just go into that beautiful black with the white crest for breeding season, then they molt into they look pretty funny when they're molting. I'm really amazed at it. Like all the birds, the small birds, you'll see them with the 4 feet, and the 3 of them will grab the front, and only one of them comes and grabs the bank in the back. That's the female bobolink, of course. Nice picture of her chirping. We're going to not see these birds shortly. They'll be moving on from the field, and actually I'll be moving location, so I will probably not be seeing them too much often. As I head out into the marsh, the dowitches, nice little video here of them just plugging away. A little bit closer video than I did on Saturday. I actually didn't want to throw Saturdays up there. It was a little bit of a mistake on my part, but this is all part of my game. I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to bring this world to you, and hopefully, I get really good, and we put a whole 2-hour documentary out on this, or whatever it is. 2 hours is just your basic thing on this whole thing through the seasons from winter, and hopefully I can live that long. It's nice still of the Dow witches there. Look at that, huh? All with their reflections. Wish I had my 500mm lens. I can tell you that. I'm really hurting for that lens, and I will not be having it this weekend. So I'm gonna stay with the short lens and hope that life comes close enough to me, and we can gather some nice shots like this. Look at the head all buried into the mud bar in front of me. Next week I start off with the high tide. Now look at this. Look who showed up. A few weeks ago we photographed this osprey, this egret, great egret, flying by with the oil-soaked wings and tail feathers, and he just came in for a landing, and this is really, again, look at this. I love the full swing. But it looks like he's doing well, because this is a few weeks ago I saw him. I've had many egrets fly over. I've never captured any more photos of this bird till this Sunday, so looks like the feathers are going to be okay. Everything looks like he's staying in health. Look at the little chicken legs there above the black there. Little skinny chicken legs, but certainly I think I'll nickname him Gunk after me. Yeah, he's dirty and he's but he's going to be okay. He's going to be a survivor. So very, very happy to see, especially after you see a bird like that, you don't know where to go. Okay, here is a baby herring gull screaming at his mother. In part one, I had shown a video of the osprey chick when she came back, and it's posturing and trying to get its mom still to feed it. Well, this little guy is so persistent, it's unbelievable. He's calling mom. You see his eye looking up there. She flies over, and then we'll pick it up in a little while. Look at that, though. I mean, this is so loud. I wish, being this is taken in slow-mo because of the equipment I have, I can't put the volume, but like capture volume when shooting slow-mo. But there's the mom, and they got some little plovers in front of them. I think they're semi-palmated plovers, I think, in front of the mom there. One, anyhow. But look at this little bugger. And, you know, she is just like the mother osprey now. The mother osprey did bring back a very small piece of fish. The male has not been fishing that much. It's been a weird... This new pair is the weirdest pair. I've never had my female osprey prior bring back any fish to the nest. And this one here I've seen going out several times, and that's a little bit odd on my part. But look at this little gull. Just bag. And the plover, if you look at the little plover to the right, I'm like, oh my gosh, man, you are just annoying. You know, so certainly the gull is not feeding this chick at all. It's time for him to move on, and pretty soon it'll be time for the young ospreys to catch their own stuff. I would not be surprised to see a lot of the girls leaving the marsh this weekend when I get there. Once the chicks have fledged and start flying, the girls move out. The males stay behind usually. So that is where we are. But look, see how persistent gulls. We all know gulls are persistent creatures. I heard there was a restaurant in the North Shore that had to close their takeout window because the gulls were just devouring the people's fried clams and lobster rolls and stuff. Well, if you know there's gulls around, you better be prepared, because they are a thief. They are very good at being a thief. I like the little plovers running in the background, and then you see going by the screen. I think that's some more of the short-billed dowitchers that flew by. Too bad that sandbar behind is where either the curlew or the windbrill landed in the oyster catches this week, which is too far away. Everything would be like a big blur, and I'm not here to give you a big blur. I'm here to bring you to life. But here's my little friend, our little sharp-tailed sparrows. Always nice to see the sharp-tailed sparrows come up close. Though, you know, I'll see them. Some of these will last into the first week of September, I think. Maybe even a little longer. My brain registers. I do go to a new location, so in the Marsh coming up in a few weeks, or maybe even this week, but there's supposed to be ridiculous hot weather. Here's the male osprey that was just sitting on his little perch, and the little one was already flying, and mom was out going to fish. So we are going to see that he's just going to make a nice little fly to the nest. Wait, I got the nest to myself. I might as well just cruise on in there. A little bit higher perch, maybe get a little bit of a breeze, you know. I'm going to miss these birds when they're gone. It goes very quick. August goes like it's no tomorrow. Once August hits, there's so much excitement in the marsh, but there's also that feeling that everything, you start losing a species here and there, you know, like the warblers. I probably won't see the warblers this week coming down into the marsh. Everything's starting to already pack up in some places. We'll go get a few new animals in. Northern Harrier should be coming in soon. Always usually see a Northern Harrier in August for some reason. And then it's weird. Well, I know why they're not there when the chicks are there, because these osprey, I'm sure, would not put up with it. Here's the little baby. This is our young one. I want to call her Claudia this year because I lost a great friend, Claudia, and this was the only one that was raised. So this is a special little bird, and I'm going to call her Claudia. She could be Claude. We do not. I don't know. There's no way for me to sex her in there. She comes landing on, and we do know she's got a blue tag on her leg. So I'm very happy about that. So if this bird does enter the marsh next year, I have a chance to get that ID, which is something that would make me really, really happy, just to know how to follow it, how, where it's going and stuff. And now here's this chick is on the nest, is not on its nest, and the two residents of this nest fly in. And again, this isn't that hard light. I get so unlucky here. If it's at my nest, wow, we're having super crystal clear action, but this is not. But this is the activity I was hoping to gather, a lot of this. But unfortunately, most of the nests have only had one chick in them this year. I don't know of too many multiple nests. I will be looking a little bit in another spot maybe this weekend because of the temperature. I might not make it Saturday down to my nest. I'm not sure yet. It hits me. And this is the terror of the world. These are the greenhead flies. You want to come into the marsh, you want to suffer. These little buggers bite you in every tender little place that you got, behind the knees when I'm sitting down, on my ankles, usually when I'm ready to take a photo. They zap me right then. But I got a little crazy after a while. After Saturday being killed by these and Sunday, countless numbers, I got a little medieval, I say, and there I go. I stick his head right on a stick there at the edge of the brush, and that's just to ward off all the other greenhead flies. That did not work, of course. I still continue to get bit drastically, but sometimes they make you lose your mind. And here's a little of the surprise. Hummingbird moth coming out almost to the car, and they got some nice, I believe this is swamp milkweed. Somebody can direct me if I'm in the wrong direction that they have planted here. And look at that, hummingbird moth, huh? Clearwing moth is actually their real name, we know. But this is taken in slow motion, so just see how fast them wings are beating. Them wings are fast. But they're very nice. And I always like their tail feathers. It's almost like, it's like a bird of prey's feathers almost. It's very nice to see the hummingbird moth. And here's this couple of stills, and hopefully somebody can identify that. I believe it is, though, a swamp milkweed. I could be totally wrong because that's been wrong in my life before, 100%. I'm not perfect. Certainly, I just love the hummingbird moth. So, very nice addition since we have not been getting a lot of butterflies at all. Matter of fact, I've seen only 2 monarchs in the marsh in the last 2 weeks. And one of them will be up next. Very happy to see this. And it also loves, that's why I'm believing it's a milkweed, a swamp milkweed. But someone, if you do know, please let me know. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, really give it to me, because I'm the 10th out of 11 children, so my brothers and sisters have always tried to give it to me when I was wrong, except I was right a lot more than they were in life, so they do struggle with that. But look at the beautiful monarch. Hopefully they start coming in, and I hear it's a down. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. That was last week's video. That's awesome. I gotta turn around quick 2 days here going back into the marsh. Hopefully you like parts 1 and part 2. Hopefully I'm getting better at this. If you guys think I am, if you guys think you can forget that word. You know how I am. Anyhow, here's beautiful Wayne. We thank you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, whatever you want to do. It's always good to let me just bring it into your doors, and if just one person just is happy that they get to see it, I'm really happy, because I'm really enjoying this more than just taking stills and putting it on Facebook and getting a like, and I'm really enjoying this. So maybe I'm not all up there, but hey, that's okay, right? Thank you all again.